I can't hear you, vibers in the building. Make some noise. Yes, indeed. More like it. More like it. Welcome to Horizon Vibe. We are back once again to serve you nothing but good vibes. I hope the weekend is adding up. Friday, we started our first day of Nyege Nyege. I don't know whether there are any of you guys who are in attendance. I highly doubt since you're here in time, you know. Anyone, Cynthia? Yes, of course, there is day 2 and, of course, day 3, which will be the last day for the Nyege Nyege. Though, you know, the people, the U.S. Embassy, they shared a security alert, and I don't know what was the intention because it somewhat scared off, I guess, some people. But the government of Uganda reassured revelers, people who love having fun and those who intend to participate in this year's Nyege Nyege, that, you know, worry not, have no worries, security is guru guru, okay? So if you have some money to spend, Nyege Nyege it is. Today will be day 2 for Nyege Nyege. We're going to start off with some birthday shout-outs to the babies who were born this week. Quite a number of them. You could be among them. One thing I know about ladies, some at least, you know, you have like 3 birthday parties a year, yeah? Tom knows a different day, date and month. Matthias knows another different date and month. How many do you have in a year?
I only have 1.
Okay, we still have a few, you know, a few exceptions here and there. Today, coming up on the show, we're going to be joined by a number of guests who I'll be introducing later on. But we start off with some birthday shout-outs from some of the babies. As you can see on that screen, that is MC Kim Vibes from Mukono. He celebrated his birthday this week. So happy birthday, MC Kim Vibes, all the way from Mukono. I also have the Right Honorable... Oh, okay. Before the Right Honorable, we are having, there's a lady that I'm seeing on my screen right here. That is Ron K. She is based in Turkey. Of course, Kat is wishing you a happy birthday. So expect a special package. I don't know whether it is via Western Union or mobile money or whichever way, but a happy birthday to you, Rowan K. Right there. Moving on swiftly, there is a Katongole Sadat, based in USA. Your wife wishes you a happy birthday. I will receive that message earlier on. And yeah, have a good one. Moving on swiftly on to the next one. There is a baby here. Though I did not take the name, I didn't get the name, but it happens to be her birthday as well. Happy birthday, baby girl. Moving on away from the baby into other birthday babies. Right Honorable Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Itayebwa, celebrated his birthday this very week. Happy birthday. He's one of those jolly members of Parliament, or Deputy Speaker of Parliament in this case. So we wish you the very best. I hope you're one of those people, government officials, that watch you busy. And in case you're one of those, then we send you nothing but salutations. Good job. One of, I think, the youngest Deputy Speaker of Parliament we've had. Yeah? Youth, you know, to the top. Moving on from Deputy Speaker of Parliament on to the next one. We have another baby. Misa Semakula celebrates his birthday today. Happy birthday, Mr. Muchere, Papa, Misa Semakula. Today is your day. We wish you the very best. As you turn how old? I don't know. 40. Last time he had a concert at Serena where he was celebrating how many years? 47, so he turns 48. Yeah, happy birthday, Mr. Semakula. 48. I think it looks good for his age. Yeah? 48. Nice. Moving on to the next one. The CEO of Ayan Motors, Haj Kalema. You celebrated your birthday this week, and in a special way, I want to send you a huge shout out. I was actually at Ayan Motors earlier this week. They took me around. That's me right there. And Haj Kalema, they have some new arrivals. So ladies, and even the gents, we are now in a rainy season, so maybe you should start having plans of you secure a loan or sell what you have and acquire a car courtesy of Iron Motors. Salutations from there. We visited a certain spot around still. That's same area. So big things, big things. Now, I also want to send a big shout out to the people at Kamuli Primary School. That is a school which has educated very many people. It's more or less a community school, government-aided school, a church-aided school. Today, they are celebrating 100 years in existence. So you can imagine, that is, a huge milestone. And they are basically calling out all the OBs, all the OGs in that area to turn up in big numbers. I'm sure some have already arrived at that particular school, Kamuli Primary School, to raise funds to complete that building right there. Okay? Moving away from that and still about Iron. I met a couple of people down that side. One of the ladies, but in person, you're chubby. But on TV, you're slim fit. So I was like, hey, do you watch me on a 14-inch screen? Do you watch me from your from your mobile phone? Maybe one of your year's resolution should be acquiring a 65 inches so that you can have a clear picture and speak with clarity, more so when you touch base with brothers like me. Yeah. But of course, away from that, do we have any other persons that are celebrating their birthday today, apart from those that I've just highlighted? Yeah? Waiki Benda? Huh? Are you sure? Someone is not sure on whether Waiki Benda is celebrating a birthday today or not. But I also need to give you a quick reminder that the High People Music Awards are around the corner. Yeah? Not way too far. These awards will be happening next week. That will be on Friday. Today, we are selecting 10 special vibers. I'm sure Sugar was able to take note on who arrived early, best dressed, and all that. They will be, of course, part of the High People Awards. Special guests. I will be hosting the red carpet for this year's High People Awards. So we'll be looking out for fashion, style, elegance. Bring your A game. Let's celebrate Ugandan music in style as we also celebrate fashion and style. That is next week on the 17th of November at Kampala Serena Hotel. Tickets are running out. Tables, a few tables left. So get in touch. Check out High People website or their social media platforms for further details far as the High People Music Awards are concerned. But like I already shared with you a couple of days ago, a number of stars will be performing, local stars and international stars. So you might need to be part of the award ceremony to know who will be performing for you next week, and that will be on Friday. Okay? Now, away from that, we're having some kids awards. It's basically a beauty pageant that is going to happen very, very soon. I need to invite this little girl. Her name is Mariana. Mariana, come close. Come here, Mariana. She is one of the contestants, young, confident. Yeah, Sugar, give Mariana her microphone. I need to talk to Mariana. Little Miss Uganda. Yes? How are you, Mariana?
I'm fine.
Okay, I already said your name. All right. So, your contestant number what?
My contestant is number 11.
Number 11. Now, she's just 11. Okay, how old are you?
I am 6 years old.
Just 6 years old. I was even mistaking her for 11 when she said she's contestant. Number 11. And you're basically contesting for for Little Miss Uganda. Why did you choose to contest? Why did you join the competition?
Because I love beauty.
You love beauty. You had that. That's just reason enough, for a little kid, she loves fashion and beauty. Now, this is how you can get to vote for Annieworth, Mariana, Christiana, contestant number 11. Just go visit the website. That is africavotes.com/n/Annieworth. Mariana.Christiana. Or better still, the easiest way, just go log in www.africavotes.com. You'll be able to see the different contestants where you will meet contestant number 11, and that is Mariana Anworth Christiana, right? Are you excited? You believe you're going to win?
Yes.
You believe in yourself?
Yes.
Now, let's ask these people to vote for you. Look into one of those cameras and you tell them, guys, man, get to vote for me. Talk to them. Talk to them.
May you please vote for me?
You heard that, yeah? Please, can you vote for Mariana for Little Miss Uganda 2023? Now, we also get to share a WhatsApp number. In case you didn't get all the details, you can get to call 0774 76 28 30. 0774 76 28 30 for details or a link on how you can get to vote for Anworth Mariana Christiana, just like that. Name's rhyming, eh? So do you want to send some greetings, Miss Little Earth Uganda? Anyone you want to send greetings to? No? She doesn't feel like sending shout outs to anyone. But yeah, she's sending you love. Thank you so much for coming around, Mariana.
You're welcome.
And we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
I just hope you get to win.
Thank you.
You in which class?
P1.
P1. She's in year 1. Which school?
P1 is.
Okay, it's P1 East. Sometimes the things are a bit confusing, but it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much for coming around. Show some love for Mariana Anworth Christiana one more time, okay? Now, in case you have any questions for her, I guess maybe she can hang around. Do you have any people of her age? Maybe you have a question for her. Probably later on, she'll be able to respond to that. I also have a comedian in the building. If I can have him right about now. Selector Ivan, we have some music. We good to go? If Selector Ivan is good to go, then we can have some music. When we come back, I get to talk to a comedian and more. Here we go. Sean, let's go. Let's ride.
Papa nyambuwe sesango mulungi ngatengu so mutima bandi bakwetega kwetubalaba kwewumyukira shuga baluka pulani yenkola nayate bansanze bulunu ndaba nkuluno yemishoni if you set the day for me kaseko kwa sansonyi kamere yorisoni enda kugolo sensubira katono tono kampe yongeze katono tono twatako kumukono kono okwagala teri como sembera katono dala mirani yongeze katono nkwatako wesholi na okumanya ntibyo singo kwagala wasena bitekesete wemenya kubanga kwe muntunze kwensingo kwagala kutegeza nenenya so baby babalita and a babalita since you can you chiche so bring up a make like I saw we like kwagala nyo wesi your age the way some say never will be say mova ngombi say you're not jelly diggy da diggy da mbona bakudance flow come take it diggy da diggy da pick your biggie boy come pepe da diggy da mbona bakudance flow come take it diggy da pick your biggie boy come pepe da toto wa bongo dada mkubwa sio mdogo
Show.
Delia kusinga mjango nada kabe kole mukasako nada
Brother.
kawala kala pepa na tija agazale kama na tija wene wanga tokonda komba kama kama chete kinja
Yagala nkulabe kubyotanalaba nemmala nkufuna kubisaga masanyalaze kiki kyotanalaba
Welcome back. There is no vibe like. Nice. Commonly, uncommon is in the building.
Yeah.
Let's settle down and get to hear from him. The last time you were here, it was about comedy. I don't know whether something or anything has changed this time around.
Yeah, we are having the second comedy special this year.
Second comedy special.
Yeah, last year it was Apala to Kampala.
So the other one was not special. So this one is the one which is special.
No, that one was the first special.
Eh.
And this is more special than the other special.
The other one was Kampala to Impala or Impala?
Apala to Kampala.
Apala to Kampala.
Yeah, you know I come from the place called Apala.
Yes.
And it's the nearest village to Kampala.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the capital village of Uganda, you guys. You know, Apala is very close to Kampala, just like 2 letters away from Kampala.
2 letters away from Kampala.
When you write Kampala, you remove K and M, what remains is my village, Apala.
And then you ask the question, how much fuel do you need to travel from Apala to Kampala? That's when the language will switch.
It depends.
Yeah.
If you're traveling in your dream, you don't need fuel.
You did some good comedy last time. How was the attendance and how was the reception generally? Last time, that has prompted you to have another edition.
Yeah, we had good attendance. We had a good number.
Yeah, because in most cases, someone who registered losses, sometimes they find it hard to bounce back.
You feel like running away from yourself.
Man, the first event I had, it was a total loss. It took me about 3 years to bounce back with another event. I've organized an event at Theatre La Bonita a couple of years ago, about 13 or 14 years ago. Yeah, it flopped, you know.
You ran away from yourself.
So it took me another 4 years again to organize another event, you know. But what is special about this, your upcoming event, and what's the venue? Any changes from last time?
Okay, we are at the same venue, National Theatre.
Yeah.
Our comedy special this time is called Commonly Uncommon. I know it's a little bit confusing.
Commonly Uncommon. Okay.
Yeah.
So you get to stage at what time? Are you having any supporting acts that day, or it is you riding alone?
Yeah, we have supporting acts. We have Dr. Hilary Okello.
Okay.
I don't know whether you've interacted with him.
I've interacted with Dr. Hilary Okello.
Yeah, we have the award-winning Christian comedian Teacher Salfa. He's a chemistry teacher.
Okay.
But at times he jokes with those chemicals. He's going to be there. We have other young guys, because you know, as you have always done it, abilities of little account without opportunity. This one is now English, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah.
So we need to give other people also platforms to showcase their talent. So we're going to have other young comedians whom you might have not yet seen, but they're going to be there. They're funny.
Nice.
Funny. Yeah.
How much is the entrance, and when exactly is this event happening? Your concert?
Yeah.
Or show? Is it a concert? Is it a show?
It's a comedy special. It's a show. Yeah.
What is the difference between a concert and a show?
Concert, I think the con.
There's a con involved.
There's a con insert.
All right, back to business.
So the show is next Saturday, 18th of November.
Yeah.
At the National Theatre. As I told you, gates will open at 6 p.m.
Okay.
The show is free of charge. That is if you pay 50,000 shillings.
Have you heard that? It's free of charge as long as you've paid 50K. Yeah?
But if you make a good mistake, you guys, if you make a good mistake, where's the camera? Let me look into the camera. Hey, that one. If you make a good mistake and you buy your ticket early,
yes,
you're going to save 20,000 shillings. So it means the tickets early bird at only 30,000 shillings.
How does that work, and how can they get those early bird tickets?
Early bird tickets you can get from the National Theatre box office, or you can get it online, www.quicket.co.ug. You search for Commonly Uncommon by Andrew Nen.
Your final remarks to the fans and people watching you.
Everybody out there, just know that it's going to be an extraordinary event. You're going to laugh. We're going to present every content in English, but you will be allowed to laugh in your local language. So make sure you come and enjoy yourself. Comedy is sweet with friends. Bring your ex. No, X is Twitter. Bring everyone on X, bring people on Facebook. Bring everyone, your friends, all those ones, your good enemies. Bring them there. We're going to have a good time.
Nice.
Maybe if you want the ticket very fast, you can just call 0773 578 795 or 0757 996 884.
Nice. We're going to bounce back into some more music. Ivan Selector, if you can play for me one of your favorite songs right now, your top 3 songs. When we come back, we shall be inviting another set of guests, performances, and much more as we still continue with the hottest, baddest, finest TV show in the land. Let's go.
You make a man do a pee. You make a man wanna spend his money. You make a man wanna tell his mommy. These are the baby. One kubira woruri. Wanyuma wafulo mayoruri. Nanuba, you still on my head. Your style and dressing make a man the face place. How can you forget that smile on the face? Sifayo aliba mekabe wasanga katinza kulina Wena iza kogalo nkomba Mbai bone singwata Echebelenge laba weche watoka Yenalindo wotoro nebichuka Nawe kumara kusima puku Nisi makubika matu Kofune ngore mopya tuku Kukweli wakola mputu Ozi wa umano suka
20. Let's bounce. You already know. Let's bounce.
I don't want you to waste my time. I don't wanna wait till it's all over. This life is a gift from
Selector Ivan.
That is why I'm thankful for all I have. Cause the fast life really ain't all that. So now I try to be pure of heart. No be like say I know this shit no man. I just get better in job. Waiting to see for this life plenty. I keep on for my belly. Run like coaster. People be like any. Run like coaster. Roller coaster.
Let's go. Welcome back from that musical breather. According to Selector Ivan, those are his favorite songs at the moment. We are drawing closer towards the end of the year, and starting next month, which will be December, we shall be letting you know when our end of year video countdown will begin. Okay, and you know what that means? You get to select your biggest songs of this year. What have been your biggest songs 2023? Who has been your biggest artist, your top 3 musicians this year? We shall get to find out in our end of year video countdown. So you playing some Burna Boy. Nigerians, they earned big at the Grammys, you know. And this time around, they even introduced three new categories. That is Best African Music Performance, Best Alternative Jazz Album, and Best Pop Dance Recording, you know. So a good number of Nigerian stars, you know, Ira Star, Bana, Davido, yeah, Asake, you know, they got nominated for the Grammys. This time, Uganda, we had a number of artists who submitted their music for consideration. Unfortunately, none of our artists, you know, in those different categories got nominated. This year, we had Chameleon submitting that jam with Morgan Heritage. I don't know whether it was Morgan Heritage that submitted for Chameleon. I also understand, apart from Chameleon, Vinka, Swangs, Nova submitting. Then we saw GNL Zamba. Then we saw Eddie Kenzo submitted in about 5 categories, yeah, for consideration. Then there is another one called Ganja something. There's another artist, yeah. Norman Ganja also, you know, had submitted for consideration, but none of our musicians made it to the nomination list. There is always next time. At least, you know, the other year we had Eddie Kenzo. He got a nomination. But apart from Eddie Kenzo, there were quite a number of others who had submitted for consideration. It looks like there are stages or levels. First, you submit for consideration. Some people don't even make it to the consideration level. So don't be shocked to learn that there were many that submitted for consideration, but they did not do what? Make it to the consideration, you know, list. But even after that, there is the nomination list, the nominees, you know, so we didn't make it at that level. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what we need to do. But, yeah, it's a good step. At least we are now seeing more people trying to submit for consideration. And I'm sure for you to be able to be, you know, able to submit, then you're supposed to be a member of the academy. So which explains that each one of those guys is actually somewhat a member, or they are affiliated to a member or something of the sort. We're having Acidic Vokoz. He's already in the building. Selector Ivan, you have some music for Acidic Vokoz because he's joining us on the big platform right now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Love is Acidic Vokoz, Uganda, the really cannibal. Yakuterera nzanga wangude nomtima gwenguvupade nebuligenda wanja kwekuma munange pake gulungali gude obulungi buli kuwanguza wadi amapakazi nezo bamisi nganino unipe byoni mulamhati baby you loving me insane nze kubulide munomo mutima yekwele okwana balala kamete gule ekuba ketonye so me sing so bolo chidinga ne mirundi jonna ulindako crash ndakuchika manze nechabwe mbasangana nze kale njagala gwe lavu nze nteka mu ndowooza mambi mukwano nyamba so me sing Acidic Vokoz, the really cool boy. Nana Zomutima gwazikulira kukwano teke mwendo love jenina ojja kulaba combination nze sitidde bali newe bachawa ngani nawe ijja kubeera holiday ng'oli mu kifuba kyange nze nga bwe nkugambye kaninde munnange yadde manyi sigwanidde asomi singsi obulungi bwo buli kuwanguza wadi nono mpakazi nezo bamisi ngani nounibe byoni unamhati baby you loving me insane sobola chidinga ne mirundi jonna ulindako crash Acidic Vokoz, the really cool boy. Say when I go for nothing to Avalina Valekana Genda. In a catisina Chenunyamana, a Kuruza is surrender. Baby, was never what that Jamera, Umutima Tewachuka. One day, using a winner, awatali condition. So me say, kati ku feeling deep in me. Yegwe plan A, plan B. My number one priority. Wagala numunange yes. Agamba nze kulemerako. Kubanda kulaba mu future. Ugwe gamba muno kupenda nnyo. Kubanda kulaba mu future. Nze nenaku zino kutimba nnyo. Kubanda kulaba mu future. Ate wona imazima kulemerako. Kubanda kulaba mu future. Era oba wakulira kuyoga tiskini yanyirira munange. Era nze ne mukusoka wena kulaba kale bebi nali sichikiriza munange. So me sing akusoka liwaina ngatokumesinga. Naye kasisobola kukumikiriza nefuna peni nekiwandiika kapapula nekugamba mtimbako kusita siyo banteeka ku Facebook yo mtimbako kusita si mateka kusita si kati kufiringa deep in me yegwe pulani bi my number one priority wagala n'omunange yesingi sekulemerako kubanda kulaba mu future ira mukwana mazima kupenda nnyo kubanda kulaba mu future nze nakusina kutimba nnyo wallahi sirindamu sikantukiri mu lujjudde sijja kulinda basikiri sibyomukwano bitamye mbikuye nawe lwaki buli kwefuna nze bambi ne lafu bakintamiza bano bannumya nga balina kale kiki gye banna bambi naye lwaki bino lwakibuyingula nzani gwe nakola ekibi lwaki gyewosasira nana nze kati ngenda kwagalayo mu mulundi okusemba bino bwe bigana siriddamu kwagala kwe kusemba.
So let's go.
Ina walayi siriddamu nga bigana siriddamu yimba nange naye mmwe mukikola mutiyo mmwe mweyagala nga Adamu ne Hawa ekintu ekyo naye kiryoka mbona twaye kino kye bayita last chance era guno gwe mulundi okusemba bebigana sibingira lwaki buli kwefuna atibreka matinira vuba kitambiza bano bannumya nga balina mbebinawe mambi naye lwaki bati bino lwaki mubingula nzandi gwe nakola ekibi lwaki temusasira tomisinse nze kati ngenda kwagalayo mulundi okusemba bino bwe bigana siriddamu kwagala kwe kusemba nze siriddamu bino bwe bigana siriddamu era nawe todangamu nga biganye tuyimbe ffenna tuzereka nkyogere mu lujjudde ebyomukwano bitamye mbikuyi lwaki buli gwenfuna era bambi ne lafu bakintamiza bano bannumya nga balina.
Yes. Make some noise for acidic Vokoz one time. Looks like he has a legion of followers, singing word for word. There is indeed no vibe like Horizon vibe. I need to read a few quick shout outs before we jump into that interview in just a bit. There's a tweet here. Simon Karole, you're tuned in. Big up on yourself. Someone here saying, one day, man, I need to meet you, Calvin. Shout outs going out to you. Okay, I see Opio. You're watching me all the way from Gulu. You say, Calvin, when are you visiting this place? You talked about an event last week. I cannot confirm or deny when and where that event is going to happen. I am here to I'm here to get some confirmation about that event which had been said to happen in Kitgum. Yeah, but some promoters are working out something. Okay. Now, moving on swiftly, Honorable Nwasasira Godfrey. You're watching the show all the way from Entebbe, and you're saying, yeah, we are live and clear. I'm from Rutoche, Ruhinda North in Mitoma, and people are loving you, my brother. We are rocking with you. Shout out to the people in Rutoke, that is Ruhinda North. Shout outs going out to okay, you didn't indicate your name. You're requesting for some John Black music. I see Igasconia is a big fan of the show and he is tuned in. Mina the Queen is also rocking with us. Another tweet here from Aiden Lamar is also tuned in. Limited Hija is also watching. Shout outs going out to Ndugu, someone who goes as Ndugu is also rocking with us. Someone here is saying, man, we just can't wait for the High People Awards. And yes, excitement levels are going up. I told you last week, Eddie Kenzo is going to be performing at High People. Let me see, Keko is also on. Alien Skin, yeah. Chimenke is also going to be on stage. Musaji surviving the bullet. Something happened in the course of the week between him and Bajo. Some ugly scenes that I was seeing online. They both ended up at police right statements. One Ibra got briefly detained. I hope you can sort yourselves out in better ways. And one of the better ways, if you love fighting and you think you're that energetic, you can always have professional fights. Each one of you gets a trainer. You go in a ring and fight. Yeah, me, I hate people who fight with the, words. Nadalango na vumori ona dizori, ona vumori ona dizori. Or what together, yeah. But there is no room for violence, because at the end of the day, man, if you invest your energies in violence, the end result is always death or bloodshed. Okay. So, and I think Alien should be able to read through this. God has blessed you with a gift and an opportunity to get where you are right now. You're securing some money for yourself as a result of your talent. I think you should be smart enough to ignore certain things. You understand? Unless if you are maybe on a mission, but for me, I would think you just concentrate on kwekolya kasenteko oberengo yingize kasimbi, as opposed to paying attention to these fights or picking fights or this and that. Okay? Now, Acidic Vokoz is already in the building. I was seeing the energy while you are doing your thing. Welcome to Horizon Vibe, Acidic Vokoz.
Thank you so much.
How is everything?
Everything's okay.
Yeah, okay. You seem to be more laid back. You remind me of Unknown Prosper. He's another laid-back guy who doesn't talk so much, Who else?
It's not like that, but just things of English. We don't touch each other.
Things of English, you don't touch each other. Kale, we are going to blend English and then Luganda. Endongo jimaze mu banga ki badde kuyisetya tutandikirawo.
Actually, I would say professionally, like 3 years.
Now you're responding. Okay, let's do the interview in English. So, how has this journey been for you, and how has it been going, basically, in simple terms?
I would say that maybe I am blessed, and I thank God for that.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for recognizing me and welcome me. Thank you so much for that. And I'm humbled to have you all. It has been good.
Yeah. How were people able to recognize your talent? Because lately we're seeing there are different avenues or platforms people can use, to promote themselves.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
Yeah.
So you're a product of TikTok. Wakosa TikTok okusamba akaji.
Yes. I was in Ginger actually. I made my song. It's called Queenako Crash.
Yeah.
It went viral through TikTok, and then I decided to shift it from Ginger to Kampala.
You even relocated. You shifted from Ginger to Kampala.
I had to come and give you what I had.
Why did you relocate from Ginger? Why Ginger? Why Kampala?
No, I just wanted to come here because many things are here that we need.
In the capital. Yeah.
So I had to come this side and I give you this. And right now I think you know the reason as to why I came.
I can see.
So
for how long have you been pushing your music?
As I've said,
professionally.
I would say 3 years.
Professionally, 3 years.
Yeah.
Have you been able to at least make some money from your music professionally?
Just look at me right now. If you want to prove that, you go and look at the pictures that I used to, the photos on Facebook. But
I see some money. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you attribute your TikTok as the platform that you used as a launch pad to get where you are right now. But how were you able to move from just being a TikTok artist, to tapping into the mainstream? Because I've seen musicians who get comfortable on TikTok, and I've seen those who find it hard to penetrate in the mainstream media as well.
I hustled. I used to hustle before knowing that TikTok can do it for me. So when I got that chance to use TikTok, I used to use TikTok. Then I came to Kampala and I started hustling. I wanted my music to go down. So I didn't say that maybe because I have TikTok, I'll just sit there and look at TikTok to do for me everything. No, I said I should do something bigger than this. So that's why I came down. I reached you guys. So now you're playing my music here and in other places, just because I said I won't just sit and look at TikTok only. Yeah.
Kiki osinga okwenyumiriza mu ndongo? Okozi waganya oluzungu, waganya oluganda. What is that one thing that you achieved as a result of you being a musician that you're super proud of?
For now,
yeah.
Only my family used to know that I'm an artist, I can sing.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not Uganda and some parts of Asia. It's not Uganda only.
But even some parts of Asia, they know about you.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's because of music, and I would say that's a big achievement.
That's a big achievement.
Yes.
Do you have people that you've always looked up to? Because we've seen other artists who started out still on TikTok or social media. Abambatanikido on Facebook, some TikTok, others Twitter. Okay. Do we have any artists who've been able to break through Twitter? Do we have any? Twitter has it has more of influencers, eh? These people who post every now and then, and they make their money. You get. TikTok on the other side, other end, you have to do the videos mainly, Hey. I already see my sister, my girl, Tasha Michi, doing her thing that side, and a couple of others. Last night there was a very successful event that took place at Theatre La Bonita, but you see even those comedians still started out on TikTok mainly, right? But they are now actually able to put bread on their table, which I think is a huge deal. That even you is out there, you're creative, take advantage of some of these things. So you a million years again oksoka, you just need 500 MBs on your phone. You do something small and you post, you blow out like that.
That's brought to many people.
Yeah.
They're not even artists to do what, but you just find yourself becoming a popular person just because of TikTok.
Just because of TikTok.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that popularity that doesn't get to your head? Because I've seen people who become, popular via TikTok, and then you assume everyone knows you. TikTok fame gets to your head that you don't even want to live the life that you used to live before. I'm talking about living a normal life.
Just for me.
Yeah, you start living beyond your means. You there is that depression which comes, but sometimes you've invited that depression to yourself. Eh? You are assuming just because people liked your posts or commented, you're like, man, I think I'm now a huge deal. I even need to shift from this.
For me,
yes,
I've been seeing myself since my childhood. So I'm not popular to me. I'm just a local person. To me,
yes,
I take it just like that.
What tip can you give someone on how to manage being stars or having many eyeballs, looking at you, following you?
That thing is inevitable.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So how do you manage it as a TikTok, as someone who transitioned from just being a TikTok
for me, I've been
star?
seeing myself since my childhood. So I said I say that I am that acidic. So I just have to work hard. For now to where I am right now, I don't say that maybe it's enough.
Yeah.
Still I have to hustle. I need to be somewhere.
Why did you choose to call yourself acidic Vokoz? Acidic vocal. Like a rinya, acidic vocal.
You've just seen the vibe.
Of all names. What's your real name?
If I enter here, I can't leave you the same. I just don't leave you the same. You've seen.
So even at home, your mommy or daddy, they call you acidic vocals.
Yes,
Kulika acidic vocals.
They call me Mutwahil.
At home?
Yeah.
Your dad doesn't call you acidic vocals?
Sometimes, because my dad is my friend.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, acidic vocals,
And once he calls me like that, I just realized that it's just a vibe.
Do they still send you? Like a city vocals go to the supermarket and buy some
Yes,
stuff.
of course.
Oh, it's now impossible.
I'm their child.
Yeah.
I have to do that. And even I wash plates. I wash dishes.
A lot of people, they tell you, oh, good, go and buy us a few things, a few items at the shop. You're like, mzee itachasobo kecho. Yeah.
I even lie down and they can me if I do something wrong.
Yeah, that's a lie. You can't an old man of your age. So, are you still, you finished school, oba wakolanga vairota? Bitabu yabikwata nabizinga nabiumuzawalu wa bali. And it's like now music and more music.
I think I'm not so mad right now. I would be at school, but I'm here.
Hey, so you would have been at school, but you're here, meaning you gave school a break.
I didn't finish.
You did not finish?
I dropped out. I'm not proud of that, but I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what has helped you become a better person? What has shaped you into the man that you are?
Maybe the way my mom raised me.
Mboko yavuganga.
What?
Mboko yavuganga.
Yes, to be honest.
Yeah. Interesting. Acidi Vokoz. So how many songs do you have so far?
So far, I have like 5 songs professional.
5 professional songs.
Yeah.
How many unprofessional songs?
There are many actually. If I tell you there are
many. Unprofessional. Those are songs you listen to and you're like, well, what was I doing? You know?
I just appreciate myself and I say, you worked so hard.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So how long has it taken you to figure out who you want to be, or you're still on that process?
As I've just told you that I have somewhere I would wish to be.
Yeah.
So I have to work hard.
Yeah.
And I reached there.
Who is your biggest competitor? Because for people who sing with those melodic, sweet voices, I've heard you, I've heard Unknown, I've heard Liam Voice, I've heard Vairota, I've heard Zuli Tams, I've heard who else? Victor Ruse, I've heard who else? Mumpamanya.
All of them.
Yeah? Drake Ali actually mu holiday. You know? Who else? So Summer Soldier. Yeah, Summer Soldier is one talented guy. I don't know what's wrong that he hasn't yet been able to. He's not been able to break through, but he's one hell of a talented chap. Yeah. So who do you listen to aside from listening to your own music?
Yeah, many. You know, I love King Saha.
Yeah, Saha.
Yeah.
So Saha is your only competition.
I don't compete him.
Yeah.
I just admire that guy, and I try to follow him and see how he does things.
Do you listen to Liam Voice?
Yes, all of them. I listen to those songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, as we come towards the end of this interview, yes, you'll ask your questions later on. How would you want to be remembered?
I will see, because I still have many things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to be that one person who didn't study much, but at least he did big things.
You did big things, and it's very possible. It's very possible that you'll continue doing a big thing. Selector Ivan, you're going to give us some music from Acidic Vokoz. When we come back, we shall be sharing more with you on a Horizon Vibe. Let us know where you are catching us from. And if you have any, message or whatever it is, send it through. And if time allows, we shall be able to do the needful. So for now, let's bounce into more music. Here we go.
Selector Ivan.
Drop our Sija kulinda basikiri ebyo mukwano bitamye mbikoye nze buli gwefuna heart breaker nera vuba kintambiza banunyanga balina kye bannanga ekale kiki kye bannanga naye lwaki bintu kimubingula andi gwe nakola ekibi lwaki temusasira kati ngenda kwagalayo omulundi ogusemba
Short time. Everybody get on your feet, let's bounce. So.
She do come gonna try. She no cheva itanas the chance. Era kuno kwemurundi okusema. But she got to see me dida.
You know how we do it.
Gwe mlavoli dagala lya mutuzo. Omongo no mubine no bifunza. Gwe bakuwali enze na kukonda.
Selector Ivan.
Let's go. Welcome back. Coming in from Lydia Jasmine. News has been this week that Lydia Jasmine and her bestie in quotes, Karole Nantongo, they are no longer in good talking terms. That the fight is about Eddie. Yeah? I don't know how true that story, you know, but there are many fish in the what? In the ocean or in the sea, you know. Let me just hope they are just rumors. What she was Chaku Street. What I know, Jasmine has a new song still in audio that she outed days ago. It's called Jagala. Yeah, we need to have the video as well. She's one very talented lady, though she had taken a break from music for almost a year, but now she is back. Something with Nantongo. Name Chala Watabunyo. She has the Vokoz, you know. Nanda what? And the Cubs. They both have Cubs. They both are cavicious. Maybe Eddie, in quotes, has a type. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's now show some love for this brother. He is a songwriter, a singer, does so many other things. So show some love for Nince Henry right about now. Selector Ivan, let's go.
Amalala kanu katulimba no unzi kama wekubakiza naguze akatete yakebe jakana kutwale kudeti jakana nye kushampe natulina wekubichi natulie fishi kwenda mira mukasonda wali mukasonda tenenesuna kontina longa bakusingira wate nasokera yande bali basungu wabula mukama yatonda abarungi baweteyo abarungi baweteyo kunsi gwe mulungi asigaddeyo gwe n'omulungi asigaddeyo abarungi baweteyo so much comedy miracle yo balala walikonde vikuto wakwatako naguze akatete yakebe tekana kutwale kudeti yo yes sir akama Ivan Badis
let's go
olega sanyo mwana mama kati kumaze obude wange unowe maze nawe kale unumayo ukwano gwawo kunasula ntudemba kubude che nekena kabanga mandosa kwe naboga numa lamu denkuya cheke kati nakwagala ntakotate kubunkenke nange bintamye bayi lekane yakale kone mudansi genda
show
okwagala nate tufuka lubuto na byenda genda
house.
But you never notice it no more.
Showtime.
Na imiriza basi kumbe nalinya roketi katine wena lingenda naita oda kusambira mupango linga jansi katala waka milioni oyomba na manji negatika leka nenkutano genda lafu tenkumya cheke katina kwa garanta kotate kumunkenke nange bintamye bai lekane yakale kongene kone mutasi genda oh genda okwakala nate tufuka lubuto na byenda genda oh genda nakola chipata lisuka na chitanda.
Yes, sir. Let me have some noise, UBC. Run you.
Kubuza koka bite wange kuanda baulude osukuka ninachendaga naye wananyo ngate mukwano ninokela mpandise kanoti kanubuno suku kokutunula moti enontute makoti switi yomutima ngukulekedawo mpagala okuva konsi mpaka omwezi kyekumulire katai kange kamdalatini olikajani akamuli kataotokana nokane katelekane kumile kuvolo na kulabina bona manyira bona salina bona fukirira kubalile ndabilira kubanile utoba kubanile utoba mfukirira kubalile kubanile ndabilira kufilile utoba kufilile kutima wangu watatu wasiriza lamu jenda linasura emunyenye ya kastu jenda wangu maso
Run you.
Pokoleza ne ukando mukalya kasera naye mungetuse kumulite kuchachuka kolibera wawo kano kalapo kanyuma kawewela kasusuka milika mtu umile wano dalituka chusa mkuloza weti nengamba singa katonda kuleta okuzibiliza weti ngende okuchuka nga tudawo
Showtime.
fukirira kubalile kubalile ndabilira kubanile otoba kubanile otoba mfukirira kubalile kubalile
Select Ivan.
You are my love, my life anyway. You are my symphony, my Beethoven. Kuno mtai no bulamu wange, bibi no etwale. Katonda mwana ya kunondela, navyo linanga minkolela. Muzuma ozi kunu mukunzi, uchira bakunzi. Mwagala okuva ku matamba kolunaku welugulira mubire katayi kange kamdalatini olikajani mfukirira kubalile kubalile ndabilira kubanile kubanile mfukirira kubalile kubalile ndabilira kufilile kufilile
There is no vibe like a Horizon vibe indeed. Nince is in the building. Make some noise. Nice. Let's settle and get to have a quick chit chat as we proceed with the Rise on Vibe. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure.
Good to see you.
Thank
Welcome
you,
back. When did you return in the country? Because I understand you had traveled.
Oh, yeah. I came back last Tuesday.
Man, you're always
This
on the
week,
plane. I think about 4 months ago, again, you had traveled for some shows. Then you traveled thereafter again,
Yeah.
You seem to have a very busy schedule.
It's just the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this song, in which genre would you categorize it? Because for some people it will come off as reggae. Another person will come off as a different, sound and style. How would you classify this one?
So it's a fusion. You have a vamp. You have a reggae vamp in it. Eh?
Yeah.
Twap, twap, twap. But then you don't have the typical percussions of the reggae.
Yeah.
So you give it an R&B kick.
Yeah.
Reggae doesn't move like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like the hi-hat and other elements are then come like soul. So it's a fusion.
Yeah.
It's really not typical reggae, because if it's typical reggae, you risk airplay.
Yeah.
Because in the mainstream media, airplay for reggae music is not great.
It's a bit tricky, and I think it's even gets trickier with DJs.
Exactly.
The BPMs and
Yeah.
all that. So for someone to push certain songs, it must be maybe they're huge fans, maybe they love the song to keep it spinning.
If it's typical reggae, it gets tricky because reggae it's a very specific genre.
Yeah.
And it's specific on all occasions, even events, even mainstream media. It's too specific. Like a show has to be a reggae show.
Yeah.
For reggae really to prevail.
Yeah.
Just imagine if it's an Afrobeat show and then a reggae artist comes on.
The
seems
vibe
like it's off.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
But reggae music is the most vibrant music, especially when it comes to live performance.
It is a strong genre.
But when you are doing a song and you intend it for the mainstream media airplay, you need to be very, very careful not to do typical reggae. At least do a ballad, or you should fuse it with rumba.
The video for this song, Nifa, if I can have the video rolling on the screen right now. The storyline, you dress like an army officer. It reminded me a little bit of the video of Chris Brown, Don't Wake Me Up, the storyline. What was going through your mind, and why did you come up with such a storyline? What were you communicating?
It's a unique concept. The video director, Jalive, and my manager came up with the concept, and I think it just fitted well, because the first 5 lines of the song, the introductory part of the song, just gives you a picture of somebody leaving, and then with hope of returning or not returning. So predicated on that, the concept was brought up, and when they gave it to me, I was like, okay, this is unique.
Let's run with this one.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Yeah. How long did it take you? The video process. How long did it take? Shooting, was it a one-day shoot? Or it took more than that?
Yeah, it was a single-day shoot.
Any hurdles putting it together? Because different shoots have different challenges.
Me as the artist, my job is really to come on the set, and that's it. I don't care what you other people on the team go through to put the video together. I just want the video done.
Then take me to, because you see, you write your own music, and the assumption is you have control on your artistry direction. I'm even thinking to the extent that yes, you could be one of those creative who are like, now producer, I want the beat to go like this, like this, like this. How easy or how hard is it for you to work with producers? Because there are some hard-headed ones. There is what you want versus what they want.
First of all, producers love working with me.
Sure.
Yeah, all the producers, they
Mm.
like working with me. There's always something that they find developing.
Yeah.
With working with me. So, and I'm not a dictator in production. I want to put in like 20% of my thoughts, and then I give power to that person too. So what I do is I can decide on the flow.
Yeah. But I've never heard you calling yourself a producer. I've seen musicians who see through producers, you know, throughout the process of production, and then they have issues with the credits. They're like, I also have to be credited as the producer. You, you the singer.
People fight for credit. I don't know why people fight so much for credits.
Yeah. Bragging rights.
Yeah. I don't know why that kills people so bad.
Yeah.
You need to credit me, like that.
Yeah.
I really don't care much about credit.
Mm.
In fact, I think I've tried to let artists know that I don't even want my name in the song.
Mm.
So, you know, when the artist recorded the song and then on release you hear Nince, the writer in it, I'm like, that's not necessary.
Yeah, I remember Bebe Cool used to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know whether those were the years of
yeah,
your formative years.
Bebe was very keen on crediting people.
Yeah.
Not just me. He credited a lot of people. You know, he was very careful with letting people, you know, go and feel unnoticed.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He always did that.
How was it like work with Bebe Cool? And when was the last time you guys worked together? It's been like some time.
The last song we did was Kabiri Nage. That's around 2013, I think.
13, 14, around there.
2013, 14, yes. Yeah, so we've been together for some time, but and we have music in studio. We've just not yet found time to go and record it. And I think by the beginning of next year, we should release something.
Yeah. Though you've not collaborated, you know.
I have not collaborated literally with everyone.
Yeah.
I've been very, very careful with collaborations.
Yet you've worked with a number of them.
Yeah, and because there are negatives that come with it. You know, I love the artists that I work with as a songwriter, and I regard them as friends, really. And most of the time, I have observed people who go collaborate, you know, ending in conflicts. I try to avoid that. You know, Calvin, people are very, very egotistic, and you've had it. Like, people do collaborations, and then at the end of the day, it's like one side
versus the other.
Yeah, it demanding for, you know, relevance from the other. Like, you know, we did this song, but this person is like, the song is theirs. That's why the only collaboration I've done is with Spice Diana.
It's actually, it was actually shocking to note that over these many years, it's only Spice Diana that you have collaborated with. But away from that, with being a writer and someone who is involved in the creative and the production process of your works, are you very selective with who you assign your songs to, or whom you execute business with?
No, I'm not selective.
Yeah.
It has no point being selective.
So you sell to the person with who is with the best rate or the best what?
I don't actually sell songs because that means something else. No.
What happens?
I basically make music for myself, and then that music that I make sometimes is put out in other artists' voices.
Okay.
So basically that's what I do. If an artist comes to me and like, hey man, njaga tukole yakayimba, njaga onkolere yakayimba, then that's a project. There's no day that somebody's going to come to me and then I tell them, okay, will it is amukano, like people do now, because I don't really make songs and shelve them and people come and buy. So I don't sell songs.
Yeah.
If Calvin comes to me and says I need to do a song, then I'm going to focus on Calvin to make sure that Calvin does a song.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let Calvin sing a song that's been there already created. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do that. I've never done it, and I don't think I'll ever do it.
Also, somewhere in the media, you feel some type of way about the Uganda Musicians Federation. You feel like they are worshipping, not exact words, you know, Musuza, who is at the helm of the federation. What would be your, you know, the ideal expectation of how a leader would have portrayed or would have conducted themselves?
No, it's not actually about the leader. It's about the people who you know put themselves in the position of
the led,
the ones being led. How do you regard that person in the position of leadership? If you are going to go ahead and then, you know, there are certain things that I just personally don't like.
Yeah.
I strongly dislike them. Like those praising me, calling me Papa, Daddy wa fed. It ceases to make meaning. Why am I? If you give me a position to lead you onto something,
yeah,
and then you know, there's a way it gets, and it's just too much, unnecessary. So I just dislike it. But I'm very, very good with the Ugandan Federation, the Musicians Federation. Kenzo is my friend. We talk, and I'm in support of it.
Yeah.
I've not physically been there at the house. It's not necessary.
But you support
anyway.
the agenda and what they are about.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm a member of WUMA. So the federation is really needed.
Meanwhile, I hope we were able to harmonize their, you know, misunderstandings. Early this week, I saw Kenzo putting out a statement to the effect that, yes, indeed, WUMA now acknowledges the Uganda Musicians Federation as the apex body for all the musicians associations in the country. I hope that when the current president of the Uganda Musicians Association comes back, then she doesn't offer divergent opinions. Or
but the
views
federation, the federation is the one that is supposed to umbrella the associations.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something that Eddie Kenzo is trying to do.
Yeah, I guess
that's what it is. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All the associations are supposed to be under the federation.
You think what was bringing about those other voices of no, things are being done the wrong way. No, this one is supposed to do A, B, and C.
Yeah, if you see that there are things that are going wrong, then you come in to help.
Yeah.
And corrections.
Yes.
Man, Ugandans just like conflict, and even where it's not necessary. And that's why I always try to watch from the corner.
Yeah.
I don't like involving myself in bandwagons that end up with chaos. I try very hard to be away.
I've heard of a talk again that you know, people suggest that to some extent music is, or it can be used for political gains or to advance a certain political agenda, and sometimes you know, that unnecessary noise comes as a result of those who are playing, you know, their chess or the ping pong. Like, okay, this is
music is a very important vehicle.
Yeah,
it's actually the biggest tool that drives all sorts of ideologies. Yeah, and that's why there's need for assessment.
So who's supposed to do those checks and balances?
There's need for assessment by governments. Oh, don't joke with music.
Yes.
Music can disrupt at society. Music itself, I've had people talking about events, the events of the foreign events that are brought here.
Yeah,
they come with all sorts of different cultures, and then you realize that some of the cultures are not really in congruence with our prevailing culture and what we expect as a person, as a people. So music is very powerful.
Yeah.
You have to be very, very careful.
Mm.
Yeah, so if an assessment is required, if an assessment is to be done, then yes,
Yeah.
it should be done because it's required. You can drive all sorts of ideologies through music. Let it be political ideologies.
Yeah.
All sorts of ideologies. So, yes.
You can use it as a tool to set whichever agenda there is.
Oh, don't joke with music. You know, music and sports to some extent, but especially music and music drama. Yeah, music and drama.
Yeah.
You know, movies. The Hollywood.
I'm seeing what they are doing with movies lately.
Man,
lately you need to have a remote by your side if you're watching with your kids. You need to, even from cartoons, you need to really be extremely, very extremely cautious. And I'm speaking as a parent. Sometimes you're there with your remote and the kids are like, okay, I need to first watch this entire cartoon before I play it back for my kids because of various and different reasons.
Yeah.
The Grammys, this year we had a number of nominations, rather a number of our people who submitted for consideration, and I guess the consideration is the precursor to the nomination process.
Oh, they do submit?
Yeah, they do submit, those who are members of the academy. The academy members submit music for those different artists. So this year we had about 5 from Uganda that are submitted for consideration.
Yeah.
And unfortunately we didn't bag any nomination. But I think it's a good step in the right direction. But as a creative, what are your thoughts on the Grammys or awards in general?
You know, awards used to really be perceived as, you know, the event that everyone fights for validation in some sense. And man, everything has been painted with a political color. So music award shows are primarily now businesses. You get you've seen very, very many artists shining the Grammys.
I saw Neo didn't have any kind words for award ceremonies just recently.
And those are credible artists.
Yeah.
The Kanye West and all the others. Those are credible artists.
Yeah.
They're musicians. They've made music for quite a long time.
Yeah.
But it's important as a platform. It's important for you as an artist. Yeah, it's important for you as an artist. But I don't think today award shows really hold the same value that they used to hold before. I remember when we even locally here when we had the Pearl of Africa Music Awards.
Yeah,
man, it was prestigious.
It used to be such a huge deal. I remember the first time I met you.
Yeah.
I was with Eddie Khan around 2010, 2009. One of your songs had won. You had actually also won best. I think you had won best writer.
That's 2012. 2012. Yes.
2012. We met at around Rouge, and I could see, the excitement it brought about at that time.
Yeah. You were validated basically. You were put among the best.
Yeah.
Even socially, by that award. When I wrote a song that became the song of the year.
Yeah.
And it was the first song that I ever attempted to write, which was Omkwano Gunyuma.
Yeah.
Man, that was big. And then it got to a time when literally I was the only songwriter in the country. It's like every artist just needed a song from me. But I think that was also partly brought by the fact that it was me with that award.
Yeah.
And then the next year I won the songwriter of the year.
2013.
2012. 2011, it's my song that won.
Yeah,
but I didn't win the songwriter of the year. Those guys didn't even know me. They didn't even know me. Most people actually thought it's Silver
Silver who had written
who had written the song. Yeah, and then so the next year, I will never take it. And hey, actually, there is like a guy. So,
meanwhile, was that the only song you wrote for that lady? Because from then we didn't see more material coming from her.
It's the only one I wrote for her.
You should look for the guy, you know, Samali Matovu.
Samali came from church.
From church.
And
she went back to church?
She tried to do a song that was not typical gospel high praise music. And when she tried to do that, it blew her up into the mainstream industry. And the pressure in the mainstream industry, if you were that person who has been in church and you blow out in the mainstream secular world, man, the pressure builds on you so bad you may not be able to sustain it. So ekituufu kiri nti omuliro gwamuyitirirako
balance yagaana
naddayo mu church bano sibisobola speeding and then all the time embaga mikolo what like people you move around and people are like she could not handle
the pressure.
I think somebody could not handle being a celebrity.
I need to ask you two questions, and they are pertinent because they should be benefiting those who aspire to be great writers, those who aspire to be singers, you know, and it comes because of your longevity in the industry and your penistry, if I can borrow that. It's not an English word, but from your writing. How have you been able to manage being a celebrity? Because I know people join the industry. It's not like you have a manual where you sign up, you basically you're taken through an induction process. This is how you conduct yourself as a star. This is how you manage yourself. How have you been able to manage yourself over the years?
Man, I've for so many years I've actually tried not to consider myself a celebrity because when I was growing up, even today, the people that I've looked at as celebrities, so and I look at them and then I look at myself and I'm like, man, I can't be anywhere comparable to these. You can't say I'm a celebrity, really, because I've had a definition of a celebrity, really, and I don't see myself fitting in that. I've literally not seen anyone here, you know, like fitting that definition. But then you realize that that's what, like, the population regards you as, and then you say, okay, if that's what it is, maybe it is what it is. But I've really not considered myself a celebrity, so I don't know how really celebrities should behave.
And I think by Ugandan definition, anyone with many eyeballs following them by default, because I've also seen some TikTok, Facebook being branded a TikTok celebrity, Facebook celebrity, what. For you, how have you been able to strike that balance that you don't allow that unnecessary noise? Sometimes this noise is on social media, sometimes is on while you're on stage, you know, get to your head.
You know, being a celebrity, you have to be celebrated by, like, really a lot of people, incredible people in society. And then it's not just about the noise when you make an appearance. Like, I don't think that really is the definition. So there are so many people who I've told you about the popularity contest. So, you know, you do something, and then it gets you known or noticed, basically. It gets you noticed by the society.
Good or bad reasons.
And then there you go. Say that one is a celebrity. Okay. But man, celebrity is something.
How would you define a celebrity? In your own lenses.
There is a way you impact society. Positively. This thing of music, man, literally everyone can sing. And if it changes, if what you do has changed someone's life, individually, then I think it would be correct if that individual regards you as their celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
personal level.
Yeah, if they celebrate you.
Yeah.
But I don't entirely take that, with the society. Like the entire society defines you as a celebrity. How positively have you really affected the entire society from the individual? So me, for you to be a celebrity, there's need to be something that creates a mark,
strong impact,
a strong impact on society, and it has to be really positive. Man. Yeah, that's my individual definition of a celebrity.
I get you. Now, let's proceed. You've written music for a number of people, but there could be that person whom you've always wanted to write a song for, locally or even internationally. Is there such a person?
I've written at least every artist in Uganda that I ever longed to work with. I've worked with them.
You reached out to them, or they reached out?
They did reach out to me.
They did reach out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me tell you a story. Irene Namiro has been a friend of mine for some time since we met.
Yeah.
We've worked together. I loved her when I was in high school. And when I started having the thoughts of being a songwriter, like when I started thinking that I could become a songwriter, I actually one day, I remember I managed to get her phone number, mobile phone number. And because I believed in myself, I actually called that number.
Like, I'm so and so,
She picked up. So I introduced myself my name is Nince Henry. I am a songwriter. Hi.
By then you had already registered there a couple of songs as a writer.
No. I had never done any song.
Sure.
I wasn't even here.
How did she receive you?
She told me never to call her phone again. She asked me where I heard that she's looking for songs, and she put it to me that she writes her own music.
She shut you out?
Yeah. Don't call me again. Who told you I'm looking for songs?
She went all diva on you. Now I'm imagining.
Now
you'll come back.
Now, so about 1 year
after that, yes.
So I completed school, and then I'm in the industry. So I'm trying to, So I composed the biggest song in the country.
Omukwano.
Yes. Now every artist was looking for me. Then I had made some songs for Bebe Cool as well. So I remember I was at Radio Simba. Irene Nambiru comes. That's like a year or two. After the other phone call. And then I'm introduced to her. Like, hey, Nambiru, Irene, akagaya akawandika bulungi nyimba. You meet him. That's in Ndaus. Ndaus tells her, I want this Sebichi. And then when Ndaus mentioned the songs, she looked at me like, huh? Okay, give me your number. We started from there. Now, I became Irene Namiru's best songwriter. I cannot tell you how many times she has revealed to me that she can't do what I do. I don't know how many times she has told me that she cannot write.
So after she admitted, but I love the fact that
this is the lesson in that. And I never cared to reveal that to her. She doesn't even know.
Yeah.
There's no point where I've had a conversation with her and told her, by the way,
I was going to ask you that. The fact that you didn't take it personally.
I did. Because what I understood, I was an anonymous person on someone's phone.
A random guy, and so, yes.
Yeah, claiming relevance. It's like, if you know that I'm looking for for something. Okay, so I'm an artist. I
You
make
pity,
music.
yeah.
This is what happens. All sorts of people get our phone numbers and keep calling us. Olaba
DMs,
nange,
yeah.
olaba nange nze Nince naye seba abantu bankubira amasimu gangamba mbu bawandiisi banyimba. Nina ennyimba zange osobola ozigula n'omubuuza Coca-Cola agula soda. So
like that.
Kati, so why would you get annoyed with a person like that? You just need to understand. And then the other thing, it's not your time.
Yeah.
When your time comes, you claim your position. And all the what happened before will never matter.
Yeah.
You get? Yeah. So the question was
have you landed that person that you've always wanted to work with?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted to work with Irene Nambiru. So I just thought if I could write a song that woman could sing.
Yeah.
Naye nga mu time eyo nali siwandiikanga wadde n'akayimba n'akamu bulamu bwange.
Naye nga bba oyagala otandikira waggulu.
Naye kati kirabe towandiikanga wadde ne kayimba olikubira omuyimbi omunene bw'oyagala muwandikira luyimba. You get? So omuntu buli wabeera ku stage eyo nga akyagezaako okwenoonya oluusi naye atama okitegeera like ng'ogezaako okunoonya oluusi
weewuba buli ssaawa
okola ensobi.
Let's get this clear. Was Omukwano Gunyuma your first hit song that you wrote for someone?
No, it wasn't my first hit song. It was the first song I ever attempted to write.
What was your first hit song?
It was the first song that I ever
that you
attempted
ever attempted
to
write. Omukwano Gunyuma?
Yes.
Wow. And it opened for you so many other doors.
The time I tried to write a song, I wrote the song called Omukwano Gunyuma. The first time. I was with Bebe Cool. He took with me to Dream Studio, and he introduced me. Not the songwriter, Wamita Nince. Then I nyini. Yali akyogera kuba namugambye
nti oli songwriter
tanawulira byokola. Exactly. Then at the studio they took my phone number. I said, oh, there are people who normally come here. Tomanya. The following week, I received a phone call
from somebody,
from someone at Dream Studio. Hello, someone needs your services here. Can you on a board at Dream Studio? So I'm getting there. There's a lady, Mchala Mukuru, ayagala music, oluyimba lwa love, lwa Luganda. Okay, before in high school, we used to changa with hip hop. You remember those days of Lil Wayne?
Oh yes.
Young Money, Cash Money, you know.
Yes.
So I used to like compose rhymes.
Cash Money Brothers.
Yeah, we used to changa with those English things.
Yes.
Crepe me as a crop for your bloodstream. So I would be bobbing around the school campus.
Yeah.
But now when I came into the industry, now this is reality. Omuntu bakugambye bw'oba olowooza oli muwandiisi wa nnyimba waliwo n'ayagala oluyimba lwa Luganda lwa love.
Client
tolina na kye wali ogezezzaako kuwandiika. Biri ebintu biri ebyokwekyangachanga mu high school ebya hip hop. Ebyo bintu birala nnyo. Those are fantasies. Kakati wano ekituufu kye kino. You know what I told that lady?
What do you tell her?
Yes, I can. So she asked me, so how much?
Yeah.
No, yambuza. Yimba chimpozi was tezinafuluma.
Zijja zakabiri.
Zijja. So sente meka. Ndoza naye yali atambudde nga bimulemye. Emuga $2,000,000. But to be honest with you, by that time,
$2,000.
I had been told that Silver charged 1.5 for a
yes,
song.
yeah.
That's what someone had told me. Nze nasaba Billy boss.
Nze ndi wa Billy.
Ate nga tewali na kintu kyendaga as an example. But you know the lady accepted to give me one ma. Wait, one ma. I had never handled even 100K in my life. I was in senior 6 vacation. And guess what? she counted 500K as a deposit. Oh.
That feeling.
And then I said, let me tell you, the confidence. I don't know where I got the confidence from.
Yeah.
Asked her, Oboso zimpa zonna lumu. And then she's like, no, again, I'm just going there. Just go and go there.
Talafia.
Now, I want you to see her. I want you to see my Capel face. Pocketing 500, half a ma.
That was a lot of money.
I jumped on a border.
Yeah.
And you know where I went?
Where?
You know, at that time, that is Owino.
Owino?
Yeah. Owino straight.
Timberlands.
We had those fat farm, the Timberlands, the fat farms were on.
Yes, fat farms and
you
one.
Remember those crossed t-shirts?
Yes.
Polos.
What they used to call that place Kayembe. Yeah.
Nensoka neiwamu. Nenkwata border nenumba ewa ebukoto. Normally where we met with Bebe and the crew, the Chizos and the Bandausmani.
Yeah.
Bagenda okuntulako na
Miye ngo fulumye.
Gwe. Nali nfulumye ate nze kankubuulidde nali neepanka mu bintu by'okwambala. Nze ekisookera ddala mu bulamu bwange nga bwe mbanja engato yange erina kubeera ng'ekola statement.
Nga terina okusoma.
Nze siyambala, nze saagalangako bintu ebyo byakweyambaza bintu. Engato yange erina okubeera nga clean.
Yeah.
Where I put on my fat farm, it was blue.
So did you blow all the 500K that day?
500 is a lot of money, no, we know now.
Of course, I
used about 70K.
About
only
70K.
And I came back to my there was a hostel where I was staying.
Yeah.
Chivuli.
Yes.
With a big guvera of clothes.
Items and your balance.
Sure. Now, so I go to Bukoto and these guys see me and then I sit with them. Yeah, and then that the first time I felt I am with them. I am with these guys. I'm here. Tikita is seated here. You remember Tikita?
Yes.
Chizo seated there. We had our friend called Rama P.
Yeah.
Bebe is seated there. And I was seated here. And I am here.
Blending. Big bowling.
Sure. Man. So we used to just chill at that place.
Yeah.
Just go get a kubalwari. So normally in the evenings, Bebe would have like a performance.
Yes.
You get so. What it was soda. What was Bond 7?
Yes.
Nenga nze sinywa nenga nange nkuteka mirida pineapple kange. Kaliawo. Then we had playing cards.
Yes.
Then we play playing cards. Nigga.
You are blending.
I was blending in. So the following day, so that night, I had to sit down and think, really, a Uganda song, love.
You're already spending the money, but you had not yet thought about the song.
No, not yet. But Moana, let me tell you, I put down the first 4 lines. I knew I had a song.
After 4 lines.
I don't know where the melody came from. I had a guitar, but I didn't use it. Ojukilo tekiseera kyewali munoyo munonga mwakiraba nga balala bono bayita bantu naye ye ng'omulaba nga malayika nga mweweereza bumeseji obw'okumukumu mulina n'amaanyi ge mweyitanga emanyawo kati ono mumaze.
Omulina mutaano.
I wrote the song on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
The following day, I called up Pademan, who was the producer. I told him, hey, Maze, come to the studio. Went to the studio. Nantela ko Logic page. Nangamba genda mu booth recording. Yena afluma.
Yeah.
Nenkwata guitar, playing. Nga recording eri.
Yeah.
When that guy came back, he told me, Bobo Maze, just press here, go gende.
Yeah.
When he came back, later, I think he came back much later, like in the evening. Then he checked what I had done. He called me. He asked me, Okakasago awandise bintu bino.
Nti byange blood.
Byange. Tobe nyimba z'abandi. Byange. Nechigwa. Kati waita wedakika nga 3. He calls me again. Kati olwo nga abikutte n'abiyiwako n'asooka abikubirako track. Nawulira endongo nga y'amaanyi.
Achecho.
With those kinds of ballads by that time.
Melodic.
They were big. Nankubira nga negomanyi luyimba luno tuliwe Juliana yabaluyimba.
Producer akyuse timing.
Producer nga alaba bino bye tukoze abasibi aba upcoming. Bino bya kabi.
Sente walidde kodda.
But I think I had my principle.
Yeah.
And that principle, I still have that principle. Bwe nkola oluyimba nga ndukoledde gwe ne bwojja n'akawumbi padde namugamba no tunamukolera olulala omukyala yampadde bambi sente ze katu nempadde excited. Okay, kale, it's okay. So that's the story of that song. And then
it was like it's like one of those songs which
so from there
launching pads.
Now what made me laugh is, so that song went, when it went on air. Bebe is my guy, but I've not written for him anything.
But he had, you had told him you can write,
And that song comes out. There was a bebalu. So tuba tuli awo ebukoto. Abuzanda why? Kawola chaka kayimbo luyimba lwenawulidde. Waliwo oluyimba olupya lwempulira. Ndawuza amugamba, oyo nno sewe yakoze oluyimbo. Bebe Cool, one thing that Bebe Cool doesn't do, he never expresses admission
that someone has actually done an incredible job.
He never does that.
Keeps it to himself.
Bebe Cool tajubisa muntu, tawaana. Takuwaana. Akola what? That's it. Let me tell you, that song lwamuyingira era nakkiriza nti actually nyinza okubeera nga the best songwriter in the country nzamulina.
It was more like a wake up call.
Nakikkiriza. So then we started going to studio together. And so the rest is history. We made a lot of songs. So then all these other artists, they kept coming. And so there's no history. There's no time in my testimony where I said I did a song, then I went to an artist, then please William, you get?
More like brokering.
Yes, I've never done that. You see my start. That's how I started. The first song I wrote, I was paid. You get? And I didn't have it. I was paid before. I'm
going to ask you one question as we wrap up this show. Because you see, from this story, there are a number of takeaways. Your integrity, work ethic, being a principled person, even though you were just starting out, but also the confidence and believing in yourself, setting a red card which was way over and above what the person that was regarded as the king at the time, was setting. There has to be a background of what shaped that. What's that? As we come towards the end of the show.
I told you that I've studied personality psychology. So I am fundamentally a highly disagreeable person. Agreeableness is a personality trait that has two dimensions. One dimension is compassion and the other one is politeness. So agreeable people are highly compassionate and highly polite. Okay? Now, disagreeable people are not highly impolite and highly incompassionate. But
they are the opposite.
So you be the opposite. But you only be a personality trait
to an extent, to a degree, because my scores give me about 62nd percentile on politeness. That's a bit high on politeness. So that means I'm not really a person who is impolite. But on compassion, my scores on compassion is about 57th percentile. So I'm not really highly agreeable, but I'm not highly disagreeable, but moderately I'm disagreeable.
Yeah.
So that means that that explains the principality that people find in me.
Yeah.
Like when I say this, that's it. I like to align everything that I do with common sense. If it doesn't make sense, I get off with so many people who just live recklessly, irresponsibly. You understand? So that's me, and I think fundamentally I'm a person who just wants what I want.
Yeah.
And expresses my feelings. I express my feelings.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who will hide feelings at all. You get? When kusanga no ntama nkugamba ontamye. You get? Aleka nawo ntama. Ezidi chongo okimanya. You get? Omanya bwe handlinga.
So you
attribute era bwentyo bwenzija. Era
yeah.
I reward positivity. So I'm like that. I'm clear cut.
Nice.
Straight on.
Nice. Now, time is moving so fast. Actually, we're not going to have a question and answer segment today in the benefit of time. Any final remarks to your fans? We're almost, coming to the end of the year. Who have been like your top artists this year, if you have those, and big plan, for 2024?
The top artists, I think, Kenzo's album. I listened to Kenzo's album. The album is good. I picked 3 songs from it. Yeah, I normally listen to people's albums and I get just a single. Or I picked 3 songs that I added onto my Apple Music playlist. So yeah, that album was good. That album, Blessings, and then Vink has done really well. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, and then Spice Dan has also tried. The problem is that I think CD Regular is still too big for any new songs. Yeah, but she's trying to really release music, but it seems like people feel not yet. Still CD Regular. But she's trying, so that's what I credit her for. She's not a person who sits back and says, because I have a hit, I'm not. No, you see, she has projects and projects. And then of course, Rema. Rema is that artist. Like, doesn't go with the wind of the atmosphere. No, she releases her song. Naddayo nayonsa abaana be mwene mudigida mu bibaala nga ye tabalinako agenda n'akuba embaga ze n'ateeka ssente mu nsawo
n'atussa ebifaananyi
agenda n'akola photoshoot kye ng'akoze kiteekayo ebifaananyi nemubeerako nemwogera ye n'asirika omwaka oba ne guggwako n'aweerezayo akalala kamuwe kata nemuwekana ye ng'ali eri ayonsa bebi we. I just like Rema's style. So I think of course even Azawi.
Yeah.
Then my girl Winnie, of course.
Winnie. Yeah.
So and I loved Bebe Cool's new song.
Bebe Cool's new song.
Yeah. That
questions.
That video questions.
Yeah. I love the video.
He was in Los Angeles shooting. Last
2 weeks ago,
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Weeks ago. He called me like, hey, Bebe is here, but I could not fly to LA. I was in Arizona, I think. So then when he came to LA, I had already left LA.
Yeah.
So then he came in, but I could not go back. So yeah, you see, he puts in money.
Flies
to the US to shoot videos. He goes with the video director, and then the result
visible.
Yeah. So yeah, then for me, I'm pushing music. You can see that my releases are coming. I release music in a sequence. There's a way I make my releases I used to release music like after 5 months I release a video, but now since I joined with Kama Ivan, we are releasing after every 2 months.
2 months. I'm seeing some material coming out every 2 months.
Every 2 months. So far we have 3 releases. Yeah, I think to me that's steady. That's steady.
How would you rate Alien Skin? Because you're sharing your top artists. I've not heard anything this year.
I think it could be a mistake that I didn't mention him. Yeah, it's a mistake. I don't know why I didn't think about him, but honestly, he has been very influential
this year.
Yeah, he's been very influential. We need guys like that.
Yeah.
Guys who just come with
unique.
a different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Alien Skin.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that guy.
Listen, guys, we have to wrap up the show. Congratulations on, of course, that new release. I think it's been well received.
Yeah.
And we just can't wait for the follow-up.
It's amazing how such a low-tempo song actually manages to, steadily grow.
Yeah.
And yet, we released Genda, which was a harder beat than this.
Yeah.
And I didn't see it progressing so fast, but I've been away, but I would see, like, virtually.
I think people are finding it likable, because you see with music and the selection process, there are quite a number of factors that influence what we play on a TV and radio.
Yeah.
As someone who is scheduling well, you can play a song because, yes, I like the song, because in a week, maybe you've received about 14 releases on average.
Yeah.
But out of 14, you have, let's say, 7 renowned artists out of 14. And then you have the other 7 or 10 who are less known, but out of the less known, there are those with good music, those who are just doing a gamble, will it work, won't it work, If you find a song likable, then you keep it in the spin.
Yeah, and of course, we are average in the mainstream.
Yeah.
Performance. No man. This guy's music is dope. Yeah.
I think you're not average. The difference would be with you and other artists. Other artists have they ride on 2 things. You have the good music, but also the controversy and the gimmickry sometimes that goes along with that.
I'm less controversial than
you're less controversial, and even when the controversy is there, it's subtle. Yet for some they would want to blow it, throw it, have that talkability ground with the music, And I guess still goes down back to the personality or what you want, who you are, and where the direction that you want to take.
Yeah, my scores are very low on extroversion.
Yeah.
So when it comes to assertiveness, my scores are low.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm, my scores are not very high. So my personality is also the contributor to that.
All right, man. Show some love to Nince Henry one more time as we come towards the end of today's broadcast. Just a quick reminder, next week we are having 2 events. 17th of November, we are having the High People Music Awards at Kampala Serena Hotel. I'll be one of the hosts for that event. And of course, on the same date, we are also having Karole Kasita. I saw Karole's team in the building. She's also going to be holding her concert at, it's Wuma Hall. It's at Wuma Hall, Lugogo, right? Entrance is 20K, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah? So you can get in touch with Karole on her socials for further details far as her up-and-coming event.
So where do we go?
I think we're just going to be crisscrossing. First,
I'm going to Karole's show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Karole Kasita.
Nince representing Karole Kasita.
Yes,
me,
sir.
I'll be
Yes,
at,
sir.
High People, you know, and then cross check on Karole maybe at around 10, 11, around that time. Yeah.
Nze ngenda kubeera wa Karole Kasita.
Ogenda beera wa Karole Kasita.
Nze saagala kwemenya. Nja kubeera wamu.
But guys, come out and enjoy good music. Not just that you're paying, you know, but you'll surely get value at the same time as you support our local talent. Let's catch up next week. Same time, same channel. We shall be having the royal wedding next week for the Chabazinga of Busoga. Yes, so be on the lookout for that. We catch up next week, same time. Big shout out to Nince Henry. Shout outs to Acidic Vokoz, who was here as well earlier on. Our brother, the comedian, gave us 2 tickets, so maybe I'll give out those 2 tickets after the show. Yeah, to a lady and a dude. Yeah, that is it for me to you. See you next week. Peace and love. We out.